You're number one in my books, mate. So we're going to go through some questions for you, and it's going to be very, very grilling.
Yep.
How old are you? What is your full name, and where were you born?
Gavin Peter Clark.
Gavin Peter Clark?
Peter Russell Clark when I was
Peter
at
Russell.
school. Where's the cheese? I am 41 years old,
Yep.
and I was born in Bathurst, New South Wales.
New South Wales.
No,
But do
New
you
South
consider
Wales.
yourself a Queenslander?
Oh, bloody oath,
Oh,
so good. Queenslander.
Queenslander. So, and what's the kangaroo's name?
Mate, we're going fairly full-on, sort of like it's mate. He's the archetypical Australian boxing kangaroo.
Yep.
We're
So, what is your favourite movie, book, and band?
favourite band. I have to think about that for a second. Favourite band, Midnight Oil. Bit old school.
Okay,
but
old school Australian rock.
Bit of Midnight Oil.
Yep.
Senator Peter Garrett. Favourite book. Look, I'm a bit of a fan of the Robert Jordan series, but he's dead now, so that's kind of ruined it for me.
Well,
Real
let's hope
time.
the person who's finishing it will finish it well.
His son's meant to be finishing, but
Yes.
he's dead, Robert Jordan. And
Movie.
Favourite movie.
So many.
Look, there are some great famous movies, but one movie I can watch over and over again
Yep.
is, and I know it's ditzy, it's crappy, 13th Warrior.
Ah!
13th Warrior, mate.
Antonio Banderas.
Boom, put the sword in the ground, mate. You know, great. There's nothing like Irish-speaking Norsemen. You know,
That's so funny.
it's a great movie. Great movie.
So are you a member of any clubs?
I am a member of the Vagabonds, Queensland Vagabonds, and
Go Vagabonds.
Vagabonds. 3 Vagabonds on the team.
How long have you been involved with Warhammer?
Warhammer, probably been playing now for 5 years. Bit of a late bloomer.
Mhm.
Played games as a kid. I played in one of the first couple of CanCons in 1983, playing horse and musket and polygons.
Okay, so you've been involved in a miniature wargaming hobby for about 25,
25 years, yeah.
But only Warhammer the last 5
last
so
5 years. Yeah.
What is your favourite army?
Favourite army? Look, this is an interesting question.
It
My
is.
favourite armies have changed as other books have unfolded. There's no doubt about that. But I guess my favourite army that I like to play with is, I still really like Demons. I like Demons. Demons
Okay.
cards.
Who?
But
Go.
to play with, but my favourite army, mate, I love Ogres.
Okay, I agree. Ogres are one of the funnest armies to
But as we know, it's a joke, you can't play them.
can't play. Hey, so tell me, who is your most respected opponent?
Most respected opponent, there's a lot. If we're talking about within Australia, opponents are respected most. Look, it's got to be Jeff Trace +1.
Jeff Trash?
Yeah.
Okay, there's quite a few people who selected Jeff Trash.
Yeah.
Surprisingly.
No one respects me.
No one said me either.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed.
Hurts, mate.
Who's your most respected opponent in Queensland?
Respected opponent in Queensland. I've got to say, for someone like Trent, I love playing you. We have great games, but obviously my respect, for me, my hardest opponent to beat in Queensland, mate, it's got to be the bloody out of stone. Chris
Skeletor Wilcox. All right.
Mate,
good
you get it
answer.
11 up, 9, 12, 8 out of him, you're high-fiving all week,
Yep,
aren't you?
yep.
How many tournaments has he destroyed guys for?
Oh, he's just killed him.
We've even saying now, mate, you hit Wilcox round 5,
There goes
round
your
6,
tournament.
there goes your tournament for the
Done.
big win. Champion.
So, what's your favourite tournament in Australia?
Favourite tournament in Australia, I've got to say, for the simple fact that it's at the beginning of the season, and I've won DogCon, is DogCon.
Okay.
I think it's always got a great vibe about it because a lot of people haven't played over Christmas, a lot of new players. Good tourney, great tourney.
Masters coming into the rule?
Masters invite only, that's obviously all, but I'm just talking general tourney.
That includes the Masters. Would you select the Masters as your number one if DogCon, if was it included in the list? Or would you still pick DogCon?
I'll probably still pick DogCon because DogCon's just really exciting.
Yeah.
And Masters, don't get me wrong, Masters is really, really exciting. But look, geez, we run the Masters and I've just hasn't put it down as number one. Sorry, Andrew. But no,
For 100 players,
it's just a great tournament.
great fun. All right, good answer. What are you playing at the ETC and why have you selected that particular build?
Okay, so I'm playing Empire.
Yes.
And it's become quite apparent that either I'm the biggest idiot in the Southern Hemisphere in the
You're
world.
the Empire savant. You're on the cutting edge.
Yeah, or
You're the biggest idiot.
the biggest idiot there is in the thing.
Yeah.
Look, it's totally looking at everybody else. It's totally different. The two things that stand out to me: Well, actually, there are three things.
Yep.
No steam tank, but that was a conscious decision after a bit of toing and throwing.
Yep.
The multiple units of large flagies.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing I've been really surprised, I'm the only one out of any team who's got a warrior priest. And so that's been the other core choices are all around either pistoliers or outriders, crossbowmen or handgunners, and the little unit to hide what mages you've got in.
So are you gonna back yourself right now and say you think your build is better than their builds?
I think across the matchup through our team, my build gives us the opportunity to play a few different lists. Because we've already talked about it, the steam tank and the altar gets a heavy shooting armies, even another Empire army. What about AG's Chaos Dwarf army for Hobgoblin bolt throwers and the Earthshaker? I only have to hide one thing. I've got a lot more opportunities to go out, and I don't know. We'll see how it goes. So it's going to be tough for me. I still think the Empire are one of the weaker lists with the powerhouses still here.
Alright, I agree. How do you expect yourself and the team to go over the weekend?
Look, I think I'll be super happy if we did top 10.
Yep.
And I think it's going to come down to a few crunch games.
Yep.
We had a chat with Daniel, who was in the German team the last 4 years. They won last year. He was telling us that the year before, that last turn they were up to it. They played a Warriors of Chaos army. He had a shot that scattered 10 inches, hit the Hierophant, killed him first turn. They lost 20-0 and they lost the European Team Championship.
Yep.
So there's going to be a bit of luck. I think if we get lucky in some matchups, some draws, and in the tough games where we punch above our weight, we could do top 5.
Okay.
And that would be fantastic for us. Top 10, I think, is a really good, realistic.
And you personally, do you expect to win 4 out of 5, 5 out of 6,
Mate,
7?
I'll be happy with 4 out of 6 wins.
Okay.
I think I'm going to drop a couple. I just think that where my army sits and how we're doing our matchups, I'm going to get a couple of tough ones, and they could pan out like that.
Alright, mate. Thanks for your time.
Cheers, buddy.
And thanks to the Boxing Kangaroo.
Boxing Kangaroo.
Shake his hand.
Yeah, he's Harry High Pants. Woo, woo. Cut lunch.
Alright, we'll see you in the next episode.